Once a giant, always a giant. For me, it's only a giant.
What's going on YouTube, Biggie546? This one is one of my favorite prospects in the draft. Paulson Adebo, number 11 at the bottom of your screen, cornerback, Stanford. I think he's about 6'1". Don't quote me on that. I'm pretty sure he's about 6'1", 190 something. Weight doesn't really matter to me. The height doesn't really matter as far as on paper, because when I see him on the field, he matches up well against pretty much every receiver he lines up across. This is him against USC. He showed some good things in this game. He showed some things I didn't like in this game, which is why I think he's probably a third or fourth round pick. Paulson Adebo is someone who's very athletic in my opinion. And I think that he's definitely in the discussion for pretty much any team in the fourth round. If he's there in the fourth round, the value is just going to be really great. And you cannot pass on a long corner with range like he does. He has range like he does. And he's able to go side to side at a pretty good, he's able to really go side to side as a guy who will be smaller than him. Again, I'm not sure exactly what his height is, but I'm pretty sure he's about 6'1". So this first play is just going to be pretty self-explanatory. Paulson Adebo is at the bottom of your screen, and he's going to play off of this receiver here. He's just going to kind of sag off and pass this receiver off. Starts off in a shuffle technique, and at this point, this receiver realizes this zone, so he just gets passed off. No issue with that. And the quarterback, I don't know why he decided to do this. He has a very clean pocket, and he's got a couple of people coming open. The quarterback has got this guy coming open. He's got this guy breaking up the field who could possibly have a touchdown and split down the middle of this cover too. So he's got some people open. But he decides to check it down to the running back. So he decides to check it down to the running back, and just watch what I mean from Paulson Adebo. The closing speed, watch someone is already a little bit closer to the ball carrier, but Adebo closes the gap so quick, and as soon as the running back touches the football, he's basically on the ground. And this is what, a 15-yard gap? And he just sees this, is decisive, comes downhill and makes this play. And it only almost makes me look at Adebo as a possible safety. The way he's able to diagnose things in the open field and come down and tackle people like this. And I'll show you another play that makes me look at him as a possible safety. Not to say that he's a safety, but this is to show that he's able to locate the ball in the air, make great decisions in zone coverage. So in this particular play, Adebo is at the bottom of your screen again. He's number 11. And they start off in a cover 2 zone. Again, they play a lot of it here. They start off in another cover 2 zone. And you're just going to watch Adebo let this guy pass. Passes this receiver off to the safety. This safety across the field right around the 40. He is not he's not playing deep safety. I understand no one's behind him, but he's not playing deep safety, and he needs to get more depth in my opinion. And this is pretty much what happens when you don't have any safeties really staying deep, is that you end up having to leave your corner out to dry and basically play deep safety. So the quarterback sees that his receiver has got this entire right side of the field open, because this is a pretty solid play design. And instead of Adebo just saying, this isn't my man, he tracks down this football and makes a really nice play on it. Now, he doesn't come down with the football. You see him elevate over this receiver pretty much as if he's a receiver. I don't know if that's really in his background or not, but just watching the extension and his ability to track down this football like this, he's got a step. He's a step behind him, and he closes that distance, is able to go up and get that football. Doesn't come down with it, but great play nonetheless. Yes, the ball is a little bit underthrown, but he jumped pretty high on this, and even if it had been a little bit more on target, it would have been really difficult for this receiver to come down with the football. Now, some things I don't like about Adebo. You see him highlighted at the top of your screen there. Adebo needs to fix his eye discipline. As you're going to see, especially in man coverage, he's got to fix his eye discipline. He's on an island here pretty much, because his safety number 3 loves to gamble like this, loves to leave his corners out to dry. And at this point, Adebo is pretty much on an island. And he likes to try to make a play, likes to look at the quarterback more than just looking at the receiver and making sure that he stays with the receiver. So this receiver here is going to run this double move here. And it's a pretty good route, pretty good double move, turns around. And Adebo pretty much keeps his eyes on him. But you have to keep your eyes on the receiver's hips, not necessarily where they're looking. That's pretty much where he messed up. And the receiver at this point gets some separation. And in these areas, in these quick 5 to 10 yard increments, Adebo isn't as quick. He's not as fast in these short range areas. So at this point, he's got the step, and that's how you give up big plays. Here again, you're going to see Adebo at the top of your screen, and pretty much the exact same thing happens. You're going to see him start off in this man coverage and get beat again. It's almost as if when they see Adebo a man, they just call a double move because he's so aggressive that he's getting torched on all of them. And that's a lot of distance right there. That's a lot of separation. And Adebo is an athletic corner. He can't get torched like this. He's an athletic guy, but he's not running a 4-2. So he cannot afford to bite on these double moves like this. Now let's watch Adebo here at the bottom left of your screen. He's going to start off trying to press this guy on this fade route, and it doesn't work out for him. He misses the press, and while he's trying to press the receiver, he's looking at the quarterback. So let's run this really slow. Really nice start off. Shadows the receiver. Perfect. He has the athleticism to just continue to go left towards the bottom of your screen with the receiver, but he goes for a hard press. He misses it. And he's looking directly at the quarterback. While he goes for this press, he's looking at the receiver, looking at the receiver. Now he's looking at the quarterback, and he misses. Once you're in this position, you're basically giving up free points. Now, luckily, this quarterback makes a horrible throw. But other than that, I mean, Adebo just gave up 6 points because he's looking at the quarterback while he's trying to press the receiver. You got to stay on the receiver the entire time. I mean, this is not where the receiver is. It's one thing if he's turned around looking at the receiver right now, but you can tell that he's looking at the quarterback. Again, here's Adebo at the bottom of your screen, and again, some more things I don't necessarily like, but it shows that he can stick with guys in man coverage. He's going to start off this route just shadowing him, running with him. At this point, he's already in the receiver's blind spot, and he's looking at the quarterback. The quarterback has not released the football. The receiver has not looked up for it. You got to keep your eyes on the receiver. One thing that he does do well is that he keeps his body on this receiver. So when this receiver tries to make this comeback move, he's right there with him. He was running the route right there with him. So that is a very good play because if the ball's coming this way, this could be an interception. This could be a pass breakup. One thing, if you're going to look at the quarterback, at least make contact with the receiver so he doesn't just leave you. Really, it shows his ability to stick with guys in man coverage. And I just want to see him do things like this more. And zone, I think he's ready to go. Like day one, he's ready to go. And man, he needs some more polish. All right, so this was a pretty quick film session on Adebo. Just my face value opinion on Adebo. I really like him. I like his athleticism. I like his tackling. I like his closing speed. I like him as a zone corner that can read and react and come up and make plays on passes. I like him as pretty much a zone corner. As a man corner, he has all the tools to be a dominant man corner. He just needs to work on his eye discipline, making sure that he focuses on the receiver, not looking at all of the extra stuff, looking at the receiver's hips, making sure that he stays with the guy because he has the athleticism to do it one-on-one. Paulson Adebo is someone that should go in the 3rd round, but he may slide to the 4th round. And if he does, I don't care how many cornerbacks your team has, they can use Paulson Adebo in the 4th round. He is great value there, and he's got all the physical tools to be an elite corner in this league. He just needs some more seasoning. As a zone corner, I think he can be a corner 2 day one. He just has to continue to improve, and I think he will. I like Paulson Adebo a lot. You guys let me know what you think of him. He's someone that I'm definitely targeting. As a Giants fan at the top of the 4th round, as another fan, late 3rd round, mid to late 3rd round, early 4th round is where I think he should go. So if you made it this deep into the video, I'm calling you a D6 squad member. If you're a D6 squad member, you got to hit that subscribe button. You got to turn on that notification bell. And listen, I make all kinds of content for NFL teams. So if you're not a Giants fan, don't worry. I'll cover your team. If I'm not covering your team, let me know. And have a good one.